Welcome to the official Beanz Co. YouTube channel. Today we're going to be reacting to arguably the most toxic man alive, Andrew Tate. He, well, if you've been on YouTube or TikTok recently, then you know this guy. He is in every single podcast clip imaginable. And he is a jerk, let's put it that way, ladies and gentlemen. He acts stupid all the time, and how is he even alive, dude? He a freaking fetus. Alright, anyway, let's get into this. We have our lovely can of beans here. He is going to be watching it with us, and let's roll, baby.
Because Western society is degraded, and Western society is
Look at him. He doesn't even look like a normal person.
No, but I think the Western world. There's something that very much angers me about the Western world. I don't feel comfortable here. I don't.
You want to know what angers me about the Western world? The existence of this man.
There's nothing left besides money and corporate agenda. And I like living in countries where, one, there's some kind of moral fiber.
I like living in my mom's basement, too.
Two, I like living in countries where corruption is accessible for everybody. So in Romania, where I happen to live, it's the most Christian country on earth. There's churches everywhere. Let's all be corrupt
together.
People see a higher power beyond simply just money and government. They believe in God. That's another reason I like spending time in Dubai. It doesn't matter if it's Allah.
Okay, I can't really fight his point on
And also, I like Eastern Europe as a whole because corruption's far more accessible. I find it offensive that a police officer in England...
Everything's offensive to this dude. Watch him for long enough, and literally everything.
No, I'll tell you why. Because he'll sit there and go, no, this is the law and order, and pretend that the law means something, and get me over. But if you're a billionaire, or if you're Boris Johnson, you can go to Epstein.
You know what? Hold on, we're going to pause this. I need to get into my true spirit. Flip the part. Joke's on you, Andrew Tate. I got sunglasses too.
Emotional damage.
COVID. You know, so the whole idea of law and order is a lie. The whole idea of it's just about if you're high enough, you can throw it all away. I'd rather be in a society where if I'm in Prague and they stop me for speeding and they say, "Bro, you were speeding. Oh, here's $50. All right, cool." But
what does this have to do with
if corruption exists, which it does? Let us all play. Why do only they get to play and I don't get to play?
Come on, get to it.
So you live in England and they're going to come around and spout law and order at you all day long, but the elites, they ignore all law and order. It's always been bullshit. It's always been lies. So they're going to sit here and lock you in your house or force you to wear a mask while they get to do. And I don't like being anyone's peon or anyone's sheep. So I like living in a society where my money and my influence and my power means I'm not.
It's all one society, unless you live in China, Russia, or North Korea.
The whole idea of law, the whole idea of justice, the whole idea of fair. Oh, you got me started now. All of it. No, let's go. All of it. I don't think most people living in society now actually understand that every single thing, every single institution which is designed to protect you is corrupt.
Oh my gosh, dude.
They're all corrupt and they're all evil. When's the last time the police prevented anyone getting hurt? They might come afterwards and might get a crime report, maybe. But they care about making sure your mask is on. They care about... They won't do anything else about the knife crime in London. No, sir. They're too busy.
Next up, Beanz Co. reveals why you should sell all your beans immediately. No more hodl. No more diamond hands. Sell all the beans. Liquidate, ladies and gentlemen. Liquidate your beans now. Unless they have a knife and they're expired, of course. In case of Beanie here. That is what you should do, ladies and gentlemen. Sell all your beans. What if I could post a video of that? How many views could I get for selling my freaking beans?
All of these organizations designed to protect you are just corrupt, and they're out to just keep you a slave inside of the Matrix. All of it. And
he even calls it the Matrix, bro. This dude is delusional.
To have a genuine impact on my life. I don't like that.
So you feel more freedom out in Romania than you do in any of those other places?
I feel more freedom in a lot of countries.
How much weed do you think this guy smokes in the morning?
Right? Thailand. You live in Thailand.
Able to
as long as you don't hurt anybody. Say, don't give a shit what you really do. Nobody cares. Yeah. In England, they'll watch your social media, they'll watch where you go.
Boy, they're coming for me.
Taxes, all this. Right?
Share my channel,
and they're doing
so
it all. And what do they offer
faster.
you in return? They can't offer you your safety. You're not even safe anymore. Like if you're going to live in a police state, I spent a lot of time in Dubai. Dubai is a police state, but I love Dubai. If the government are going to watch everything I do and offer me safety to wear $1 million watch to walk down the street in the middle of the night, I'll take that. London can't give me that. No, sir. They can't give me nothing. So what are they offering in return? They're offering
enough,
absolutely
fair
nothing in return. They're just trying to keep you all slaves, peons inside of a system. The system is designed to oppress. It's deliberately designed to oppress from the bottom up. A lot of people don't seem to understand. If you're living a semi-normal life, you are living inside of a system which is designed to destroy you. The educational system is designed to destroy you. The financial system is designed to destroy you. All of it. Even from the very first second you go to
education
school,
system
that is
does
the
suck
beginning
here
of
in
the
the US.
indoctrination, which is designed to keep you a slave inside of the system, paying tax until you die.
So to the average person, what would you say? What would you say to the average person right now? Let's say they're watching it, they're working their 9 to 5.
What would I say to the average person today? Hold on, I should probably turn my volume down. What would I say to the average person today? Well, I would tell them to quit their jobs and become a YouTuber, mate. I would tell them to get the headsets on, put the sunglasses on, get their Xboxes out, and make a YouTube living. Yeah, be a streamer on Twitch, get no money, no viewers for a month, because you can't grow on Twitch. Yeah, that's what I would tell them. Or just sell all your beans, dude. Seriously, sell all your beans right now. I guarantee you're going to see a dramatic change in your life if you just simply sell all your freaking beans right now. There, that's what I'm saying to the people working in 95.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
5, and they've listened to what you said, and I resonate with that. I hear what you're saying, but they go, well, what?
How did
like,
they
this
break
is
free?
literally,
How do they get out of it? What's the first step?
Yeah.
Breaking free.
Yeah, no,
Seriously,
it's a good question.
how do you break free? Yeah.
It's a good question. The first thing you need to do is identify it, because when I say this, a lot of people try and pretend it isn't true. If you watch the movie The Matrix, I really think it's like a prophecy to some degree.
The latest one stinks. So.
I haven't even watched it because I know they'll ruin it.
Don't.
Like they ruin everything else.
Yeah.
But if you watch the first one, he says it. The people who are dependent on the system will fight and defend the system. So if you're still dependent, if you still believe in these things, you're never
dependent on the system.
it's actually a miracle if you think about it. It's a miracle that let's look at the educational system. That the educational system functions. They have convinced
My money
me
don't
to
jiggle
spend
jiggle,
50,
it
60,
folds.
70,
I like to see you
100,000
wiggle wiggle,
to
for
go to
sure, and
university,
make me
to
wanna
get
dribble
into-
dribble.
to learn business from a dude who's never had a business with no money.
Emotional damage!
Have you lost your mind? It's done it because they've managed to get the educational system to operate inside of a vacuum. They've managed to link the loan with the educational system, so it's vacuum. It's a vacuum, and it can't be compared fairly to any other service. So, if you look at a candy bar, right? That candy bar has to be competitive on price because you can buy any candy bar. But when it comes to education, you can only access the money if you go to university. You can't compare that money if you were to invest it in
barrel of a
cryptocurrency,
gun.
start your own business.
What can
or
I compare it
invest
to,
in some
huh?
kind of particular training,
Answer me,
particular
Tate.
trade or
What
whatever,
can I
right?
compare it
You
to?
can only go university with that money, which devalues the money and devalues
Yeah,
the
that's what I
education.
thought.
If you were to take 50 grand, if you were to give everybody 50 grand and say you can do whatever you want with this 50 grand, you can buy Bitcoin, for example.
No one's going
you can
uni
do
with
it.
that.
Yeah. Who's going to choose
Nobody's
uni?
going to,
They
yeah.
can't compete. They can't compete on an open marketplace, right? So they operate inside of a vacuum, and then they convince people to go to these schools. They get you in debt early. That's what they want.
okay.
Now you have to get a job. You have to get 9 to 5.
You
have
gotta
to
get a
paying it off.
job. What you
So the
gonna
first thing you
do?
need to do is to understand that the whole system's rigged, and you. And the second thing.
That's a tough one to swallow.
No, it is. It is.
No,
but it is. But it's absolutely.
I get it.
I get what you're saying.
It's true, right? And even things as simple like I'll go far deep down the rabbit hole, right? Because
This
I got
dude is
I
so
got a
drunk
few
right now.
requests to do podcasts with some big millionaire property guys.
Yeah.
And I'm not a property guy. I don't like property. And they said, "Why are you not big on property? It's the easiest way to build wealth." And blah blah. I said, "Listen, you still believe you're still inside the matrix when you own a house because
He's in the
you believe in
Matrix.
ownership. I don't believe you.
He's in the
in-house ownership,
Matrix.
'cause I don't believe you own anything."
I was going to ask you about that. I'm currently applying for a mortgage.
Correct. Okay.
What are your thoughts on mortgages? Would you say I'm part of the system? Am I trapped in?
You're completely trapped, and with a mortgage it's even worse. But let's assume you could buy the house cash, right? You buy the house cash. You now own a house. You have a piece of paper that says you own a house. If they decide we need another lockdown, and you go out of your house during lockdown and you get a fine,
Yeah, bro, you gotta get
and
more
you don't pay it
beans.
because you think that
I'm telling you,
you
it's the
should be allowed to go
next
outside when
big
you
thing.
want because you're a free individual, right? You refuse to pay that. They put it up to 300 pounds. You don't pay it. They get a bailiff. Bailiff company adds $2,000. You don't pay it. So now you owe $5,000, whatever. You still don't pay. As long as you ignore that fine, sooner or later they're going to come. And what are they going to take from you?
My home.
Your house. So you don't own it. They tell you you own it, and you'll sit there and you'll tell everyone else you own it. But the second you annoy the government, a judge will stamp a different piece of paper, and now you don't own it anymore. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the whole thing is an illusion. The idea of property ownership is an illusion. The idea of land ownership is an illusion. The idea of business ownership is an illusion. It's all an illusion.
Riddle me this, Batman.
It keeps you
Can
inside
I?
the matrix. Enemy spotted. Once my mortgage is paid off in 19 years, I'm gonna be rich. No. One and two. Now you have to comply with laws. You have a mortgage to pay. You have a job. You need to make sure the bills are paid. You don't want to lose the house. You have a family. You have to sit there, and when they say put a mask.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've seen enough. This was the most, dare I say, offensive, the most obnoxious. Dude, just listen to his voice, dude.
Emotional damage!
Dare I say, the most outspoken, not so gentlemanly man in the world, who also looks like he's gonna smack everybody across the face for no specific reason. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Andrew Tate. And on that terribly awful bombshell, it's time to end. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure. It makes me wanna dribble dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat, you really have to see it. 6'2" in a compact, no slack. But luckily the seats go back, I got a knack.